I'm making this video because I'm deeply disturbed about the utter tragedy of how a country decided to eradicate a single animal species in the year 2020. It's like we've come so far and technology is so high, and yet all this callous waste and destruction, it's all because we can't do what a 6-year-old can do. Stay inside home, practice social distancing, and wear a mask. So if you haven't heard about it, Denmark wants to destroy their whole mink population because they caught COVID-19 from humans and they have a mutated strain. And not being pedo or anything, but I just think that's so heartbreaking and so sad. These minks, they don't have a voice, and as most of you know, animals have sentience as much as anyone else, as much as humans. I mean, dogs and cats have caught COVID from their masters, but we're not eradicating them all, are we? And think about it. If you switch roles, like anything, actually, like not using a mink here would probably be even more clarity to most people. Say a turtle gave some of us COVID, and then since turtles are in power, they're like, oh, we can't have these humans giving us COVID, so we're just gonna wipe you out. Well, that's just like how the bad guys in a movie are causing huge destruction, preying on the weak that can't do anything about it. Seriously, I don't think that people have good self-awareness of themselves or their collective society until they've imagined their performance being observed and judged by aliens from outer space. Then, suddenly the perspective becomes really clear. Like literally, such callous and frivolous destruction is the basis for token evil. Except Thanos, he was a good guy. And we're basically living right now the dystopia he calculated that would happen when there's overpopulation. So I would like people to think about that. Lack of quality control, so everything goes awry. My cat comes from a mile away when you call her, and she meows when you call her name. And when people are like screaming in distress, she comes immediately with like huge eyes, and her voice changes, and it's like a really disturbed meow, and she just tries to protect the person, like bites a animal way huger than her immediately because she loves the family. And usually cats actually just are cowards and run away, but when they make bonds with you, it's really good proof that they're sentient. And they have so much feelings that they put you before themselves. So I think that minks, which are similar in size, they have similar sentience. I see people who observed it, they just make jokes on it like, oh, COVID-20, or how everything sucks. Mostly just apathetic platitudes. I understand that people are jaded and they see so much crap happening in the world. They just feel like, oh, I can't do anything about it. But as long as you're a human, you can do anything. Anything counts, and that's the approach that people should learn to have. It's the other animals, every single other animal on Earth, like 1 billions of stuff that you could have been born to that have no voices. Oh, and Russia has just found a vaccine nasal spray that 100% protects ferrets from getting COVID. So instead of choosing to kill all of your mink population, maybe try something proactive instead. And anything can happen in the meantime if you try. I mean, people made internet possible. I want to help the minks not get killed, but I don't know where to start. I know the first step is to ask questions, and thanks to Google, I can just start from there. So I encourage people, if they see something that deeply disturbs them and is bad, and they feel a tingle that they want to help, not all is lost. You can try to do something about it. Just don't stand by helplessly and do something, because everyone that is notable, they chose to do something instead of stand by.